Hi, everybody. I just wanted to thank you so much for spending the next few minutes of your day with me. I know it's the end of the school year. It's a extremely busy time, and I just really appreciate you taking the time to listen to what it is that I would like to say and present to you guys. The first thing I really want you guys to know is I just want to express a heartfelt thank you. You guys have been absolutely amazing this year. I know that pivoting back and forth, remote learning, in class learning has not always been the easiest and it hasn't always been fluid, but you guys have been able to switch and change on a dime and really adapt your lesson plans and our curriculum, no matter whether or not no matter if we were in person or if we were remote. And what you have been able to do is so amazing to me. And I think it truly reflects what our school is about and what you guys have always been about, which is putting our students first. And I just wanted to start out by just saying thank you so much for being able to teach and support our students in the way that you have. As you know, recently we gave all of our stakeholders a survey. And one of the things that was the big takeaway from the survey is the sense that this year has had its challenges, and there's a real concern going forward on behalf of parents, also on behalf of students, and also from our teachers that there was some learning loss that went on from COVID. And because of the way that we were instructing virtually and because we were switching back and forth. And there's a real concern that our students are not where they should be. And after thinking about it for a long time and after looking at the survey results, talking to our stakeholders, and looking at our budget, I would like to communicate a vision that I have for our school site going forward. Basically, my goal here is to raise the achievement level for all of our students. And the way that I see us needing to accomplish this is we need to provide you guys, we need to provide the teachers with tools and with training to aid our struggling students, as well as our students that are really interested in pursuing a more comprehensive mastery of our standards. We cannot succeed without the teachers. And so my vision would encompass three things. First of all, what I'd like to see going forward is next year is a really frequent assessment program. I think you guys need to know as you start out the year where our students are at, and periodically as we go through the year, start to get a baseline of what they know, what they need to know. And I know sometimes we throw this at teachers and they think, wow, how are we going to actually do that? And that is where my role really comes in. For me, I want to do whatever I can to help you guys succeed. I'd like to incorporate a lot of professional development training for you guys, department collaboration time, planning days, so that you guys are actually able to come together, look at the data effectively, and plan in ways that are kind of different and unique and address some of the learning loss issues, and also think about going forward how we best support our students. Another way that I would like to, another thing, part two of my vision would be to include supplemental and remedial programs that help our students succeed. We have to take that assessment data and we have to be able to implement it in not just our traditional classroom setting, but also in extra programs. These would be paid positions that I would love our staff to access before school, after school, lunchtime, maybe even Saturday school programs where we can target our students where they're weak, and we can also build up the skills that they would like to strengthen. I have a basic timeline where our first quarter we would hit the ground running. We would do that assessment the first week, would start right away implementing those supplemental and remedial programs for our students. I'd like to do a professional development workshop the first quarter. Our second quarter, I'd like to continue all of these programs as we continue to implement more frequent assessments. And I'd like to have in our second quarter 2 professional development trainings and department collaboration time and planning days, because it's so important that we're able to give our teachers the tools that they need and the time. I mean, time is so valuable for you guys as teachers. So this is what I would like to do our second quarter. Our third quarter, again, just a continuation of those programs, looking at the assessment data, some professional development programs, and also the same thing for our final quarter. Now, I said that our plan has 3 parts. So my first part was the assessments, the second were the programs, and the third is making sure that you guys are supported in this process and that there's a lot of important, timely, and relevant staff community feedback on what we're doing and how we're implementing the changes and how we're meeting our students' needs. You know, as I conclude here, I just start to think about how you all, the teachers, are the key to our student success. And as I've been able to walk around and see you guys in action and pop into Zooms, one of the things that I've realized so strongly is that each one of you, what you bring to your classrooms is so unique, and each one of you guys has an amazing and important role and skills that you bring that are different from your colleagues. And our students are so lucky to have you because they get to experience so many diverse and wonderful things that you all bring to the table. But the one thing that you guys all have in common, again, and the one thing that I'm constantly struck by, is how you put our students first. And I really hope going forward that you discuss and you embrace this vision to put our students first in these different ways with assessment planning and remedial and supplemental programs, and that you participate in the process of discussion and in the process of giving feedback and collaborating about how we do this, how we raise that achievement level, because you are critical to these programs and you are critical to our student success. So that's it for me. I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful summer, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks.